NowGem. Imagine stepping into a room buzzing with energy, where stories of impact and leadership take center stage. Barbara Bergmeyer's recent accolade for her Orbit's contribution sets the tone for an inspiring journey ahead. But how can you join this orbit of changemakers? Stick with me. The conversation unfolds, weaving tales of transformation and teamwork.
Mandisa Gordon talked about the change they are hoping to bring to the world of work, what they're still working on, and achievements so far, which has only been possible with the help of a great team. She mentioned how her conscience can rest at night when she knows she has contributed to changing the world and making it a better place for someone else. At Reach events, it's not just about speeches, it's about shifting mindsets and embracing unity. Our DNA, whether we know it or not, would most likely reveal our shared ancestry, reminding us of the interconnectedness that transcends generations. The DNA tests are a call to respect and love one another, regardless of our differences. Let's hear from Earl Beals.
Earl Beals. I've been at this business 26 years now, and I am the chair and servant of the African and Caribbean Heritage Network. I really love what I do. I'm a senior designer, so I get to do really creative things all day. And what I really like doing is bringing heritage and culture from African and Caribbean communities and seeing what we can do in a really creative way. I also love, hopefully, the empowerment and the space where people from the African and Caribbean community can share what they're about with all the other nationalities and nations in JLR, to show that we can all come together as one and respect and appreciate each other.
And how did you get into your role?
I studied transport design at Coventry University, and then I went on to Royal College of Art in London, and I did a master's program in vehicle design there. And I came back to Jaguar Land Rover. I was sponsored to do the master's. I came back there and I started my career here. 26 years later, I'm still here, and it's great fun.
So what's your heritage?
Well, that is a question, and I'm going to answer it honestly. And wait, let me get this right. East Asia, Mesopotamia. I got strong spiritual beliefs, and based on DNA and history, I know my line goes all the way back to Hebron, Abraham, and the Hebrews, and that was the area in which they came from. So I like to have an identity and a location. So I'm not black. Black doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what black means. Black from black land, you speak Blackanese, it makes nothing. But I can give a location and identity. I'm a Hebrew connected to the tribe of Israel. That's who I am.
Wow, great. Do you know a bit about your place of origin?
I do. What I know is my DNA profile, which I've already done, will track me back to West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and that's just a part of the journey. There was a journey before that part of the journey, and that's what I spoke to you about before. Also, quite interestingly enough, which is not surprising, my DNA take me back to Ramses III, Pharaoh. There's a paternal connection there, and I checked that out as well. And there's an Israelite progenitor of that particular Pharaoh who I'm connected to.
How did you find coming to the UK?
Well, I was born here. My parents came. So it's been a journey. If I track the journey, you go from Hebrew Hebron to West Africa to the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, where they were taken to be slaves. Let's not beat around the bush, that's what's happened. Taken to be slaves, and then my parents came to the UK, and I happened to be born. I'm first generation UK.
So what would you say to anyone who wants to start your career?
You know what, discover you, and we're going to have a conference, ACH conference, it's going to be an amazing conference. It's about unlocking your leadership, and that's discovering who you are. For me, leadership is knowing who you are, your identity and your purpose. And then when you deploy that and you serve the world, your identity and purpose, that's leadership. If this is who you are, if this is what you were born to do, I was born to be a creative, a designer, then that's your mission in life, is to fulfill that and to become that. Don't let anything stop you. Be what you're destined to be. I truly believe that for all back in the time.
What about the food? Yes, it may be the finishing touch to any great event. So there was some breakfast, some tantalizing cakes and croissants, and some delectable sandwiches. How can we forget the cherry on top of an already captivating experience? Music now. Let's turn our attention to some of the award winners at the event, sharing their name and the award they won or why.
I'm John. The award I won was for the community work that we were doing for the Three Peaks Challenge, which is about raising money in the community. The event was fantastic, really inspiring, and I look forward to the next one.
Taylor for Changemaker for Diversity and Inclusion for the Reach Network for JLR. We're trying to work with manufacturing and improve transparency and connectivity with the manufacturing areas of JLR.
Bergmeyer won an award for her contribution to Orbit, and as a leader you can find out about Reach on Yammer or Viva Engage events and how to join Orbit and get a glimpse into the exciting weeks ahead. But before we do, let's hear from you. What ingredients do you believe make a smashing event? Drop your comments below. NowGem, let's embrace cultural diversity, equity, inclusion, continue learning, and bridge gaps between hearts and minds through intelligence and curiosity. And we will finish with food. Here are some offerings at Gaydon for the next few weeks.
Meal deal. Where you get a choice of sub. We have white, wholemeal, cheese and onion, and that comes with a choice of 2 fillings, some salad, nachos and a drink, all for £5.50. It's 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the fillings will change each week.
Now, Jem, over to you.
Learn about cultural and emotional intelligence in the video in the description. Make a difference. Check out the Smashing Connection playlist also in the description. Together, let's impact our world. Be smashing. Do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.